Hi, I'm Scott Humphrey, CEO of the World Floor Covering Association, and this is Leadership Live. Oftentimes on these weekly segments, I talk to you about people who find themselves in positions of leadership, but they're not truly prepared to lead. Maybe they're in a leadership role because of their last name, maybe it's because of their title, maybe a position that they find themselves in, but they've never really invested in their ability to impact the lives of other people, to challenge people to reach to the next level. Today I want to talk to you about focus. And focus to me is required to be an intentional leader, something I hope that everybody listening to these segments indeed is. Focus is defined as to concentrate attention or energy on a specific goal. It is a predetermined desire to invest oneself in a predetermined outcome. So here's what happens. I decide I want to be something, and I determine the steps necessary to get there. And I eliminate all distractions so that I can be focused in on that. Let me give you an example that might make more sense. In the 1961 Masters, Arnold Palmer is leading by one stroke going into the final hole on the final day. He's just hit a beautiful drive down the middle of the fairway, and he's feeling very confident about his opportunity to be the winner of the 1961 Masters. He looks over into the gallery that is walking beside him, and he sees an old friend who gestures for Arnie to come over. Being cordial and friendly as Arnie always was, he walks over, and the gentleman puts his hand out and congratulates Arnold Palmer on winning the 1961 Masters, though it had not happened yet. Arnie said that he took his hand and shook it, and he said as soon as he did, he realized he had lost his focus. He recounts the following shots, where the next shot went into the sand trap. The following shot, he went out of the sand trap over the green, and he missed the putt coming back and lost the Masters by one stroke in 1961. All because he lost his focus. Now contrast that with Tiger Woods, maybe the greatest golfer of all time. And Tiger Woods was known early on in his golfing career for blocking out everything else when he would read a putt. He would get down low so he could read the putt and put his eyes like this. At least that's what everyone thought Tiger Woods was doing. In fact, many golfers, as happens often with leadership, found themselves mimicking what Tiger Woods did to see if it helped them in their putting stroke. Well, somebody dared to ask Tiger about that. They said, is that what you're doing? Are you blocking out everything else by doing this, putting blinders on, so to speak, so that you can truly read the putt? And Tiger, without hesitation, said, no. They said, then what are you doing? He said, I'm watching the putt go in. His focus was so good that in his mind, before he ever putted the ball, he had already seen the putt go in. Now, think about that from a leadership standpoint. If we were so confident in our pathway that the predetermined goal we're seeking was marked out in predetermined steps and we were confident of the outcome, leadership would be indeed intentional. And that's what we're seeking. I'll talk to you over the coming weeks about what makes somebody an intentional leader. But for the sake of this, I challenge you to invest in yourself, to focus in on what really matters, to determine the things that are distracting you and remove those barriers. And then when you do that, you can be an intentional leader and you can go out there and lead.